front with the traffic in front of him, it may just, you know, Franchitti just may have to dump the throttle once and then he can get in there.
All right, it looks like that the win streak is broken.
In 2010, Indycar took their annual circuit to Barber Motorsports Park. The track was built and opened in 2003, being designed by South African architect Alan Wilson. The track is well known for its elevation changes, and since 2010, it's been a staple on the IndyCar schedule. In that inaugural race, Helio Castroneves would claim victory over second place Scott Dixon. While it's not even thought of at the time, this would start a run of vulnerability for the immense open-wheel driver, one that we have never seen in his career.
He goes for his 4th win at Indianapolis in May. And here is Will Power, who finishes in 4th position.
If you need any more reason to put Scott Dixon in the sphere of all-time greats, there's only one person to ever win more in an IndyCar: AJ Foyt. 6 championships and closing in on all-time podium finishes, but yet, even he has found a weakness. After losing to Helio in a 2-lap shootout in 2010, Dixon came back in 2011 and finished second again. This time it was to Will Power, who led flag to flag en route to a dominating win. Scott had started off his career at the track with back-to-back runner-up finishes to Penske cars, but overall, it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. He still had never led a lap, and for 2012 it really wasn't a massive storyline. That year, however, things were different.
They also put a turner Hitch leaves pit road, but he'll lose that track position because they had trouble getting that left rear on to Dixon. Let's see where he cycles out with Helio Castroneves.
And here comes Helio.
Dixon's going to be in front of him. I don't know how good his tires are going to be, but
nice, and that's always the advantage. If you can go one more lap faster, light on fuel, warm tires, you can grab that track position.
Scott Dixon with a 3-second advantage on second place. Will
have been able to make it on one more stop. Graham Rahal will be coming in. Helio Castroneves is in front of him. Castroneves under the full course yellow now.
Dixon would grab the lead from lap 27 onwards. He would dominate the middle portion of the race, collecting 37 laps in total. But nearing final pit stops, the 6 of Catherine Legg spins into the gravel and disrupts strategy. The 12 of Will Power gets to start double file with Scott Dixon on the restart.
Looking forward to this kind of rematch between Power and Dixon.
Let's see how it goes. Rutherford takes the pace car off the track. Off the final corner they come. Now look at the movement here as the green flag comes out.
Dixon's got a nose ahead.
But Power holds him off into turn 1.
Power, now commanding the final run home, is able to fend off Scott, who again settles for second. It'd be the 3rd consecutive time he did this. It was at this point a trend was finally being noticed. A Penske driver had won all 3 races, but also Dixon had struggled to win the race all those years as well. He was right there, but never able to capitalize. His legacy was building over the 2010s, making himself one of the greatest drivers ever. But when they went to Barber, it still seemed to make him mortal.
An overtake at off of 9.
Down into 1. Just 3 to go.
again he
runs a little wide.
Now, that's about the 3rd time he's done that in the last 3 laps. Hunter-Reay we're talking about. He's locking up the tires under braking. You've got to be careful of that because if he does it too much, Dixon will be all over him.
Hunter-Reay leads the field as the reigning champion, and Scott Dixon rides second yet again. He started his campaign of second place finishes with a late race duel, and now with all the Penske drivers behind him, and with over 80 green flag laps to end the race, he's chased down Hunter-Reay. With lap traffic and 1 lap to go, it's one-on-one to finally break his streak.
All right, on the way home, 2.38 miles to run. And Dixon, this is his chance. He's got to do something about it. Otherwise, he's going to finish runner-up for the 4th time.
He's going to have to get on the button if he's going to have any chance of getting close, because Hunter-Reay's burning up his, there he goes. Hunter-Reay's burning up his push to pass.
You want to hurry up to get away from the guy behind you, but you don't want to hurry up and get in the traffic ahead of you.
Good point.
Out of 5 for the final time. This short, fast shoot down to the museum complex. Is traffic going to come into play? Dixon's probably as close as he's been to Ryan Hunter-Reay. Half a second in it. Through these fast switchbacks, these change of directions on the run home. Is this going to be Andretti Autosport claiming the first 2 races of the new season while being the defending champions? So many years of Ganassi and Penske dominance, We are seeing the era of Andretti Autosport. Traffic will not come into play. Ryan Hunter-Reay, he's never even finished in the top 10 here. The series champion is now a winner in 2013. Hunter-Reay wins at Barber Motorsports Park. And unbelievably, Dixon finishes runner-up for the 4th year in a row.
With there being any solace, Dixon still only led one race at the track, but he had 4 consecutive runner-ups. He lost to a man that had barely had any luck there to begin with, never finishing better than 10th before this. But nonetheless, his record is now 0-4. For his 5th attempt, Dixon would finish a position not 2nd for once, 3rd. It would be a 5th consecutive podium for him, but he'd be behind 2 Andretti cars, with Ryan Hunter-Reay winning yet again, and now Marco Andretti getting 2nd. The race was ended early due to a time limit, and it pushed Dixon's chances to break through finally to his 6th attempt in 2015. This time he didn't lose to an Andretti or a Penske. He lost to a Rahal Letterman Lanigan car in 2nd, and the winner driving a Carpenter Fisher Hartman racing car. They had been on a driver with unproven talent and little experience, and the one-year team drove the victory at Birmingham. So who was that driver?
In the top 2 positions, the wait is over. Joseph Newgarden is an Indycar race winner. He takes out
Great job.
his home race. How about that at Barber Motorsports Park? Superb. Finally, Joseph Newgarden does it. Graham Rahal with a spirited and an excellent 2nd. Dixon on the podium again. The win eludes him.
With him claiming victory and Dixon now 0-6, it's time to move on to 2016. Attempt number 7 broke Dixon's podium streak, a 10th place finish, possibly his least heartbreaking yet. 2017, though, was returned to normalcy. Dixon rides behind a Penske again, this time Joseph Newgarden behind the wheel. In a combination of what some of his defeats have been before, he again comes home 2nd place for the 5th time. It extends his losing streak to 0-8. For 2018, Dixon again finishes outside the podium in 6th. Joseph Newgarden wins again, this time for Penske. In his 10th attempt in 2019, he would again finish 2nd, this time to Takuma Sato. He did it after starting 3rd, another trend that has prevailed through the first 10 tries. Dixon always seemed to qualify well here, but comparative to his finishing results, the best he's ever been was 3rd place. But he's also never started worse than 6th here. In that weird dilemma of always qualifying 2nd or 3rd row, it seemed like a plight on him. A lot like the one that plagued the world in 2020, which pushed off his next shot at winning at the track to 2021. It'd be in that race that Chip Ganassi would finally get their first win there. The driver to do it? Alex Palou. Dixon would get 3rd again, and Scott didn't even lead a lap in the race. With attempt number 12 in 2022, he again didn't lead a lap. This time, Pat O'Ward claimed victory, and teammate Alex Palou would take liberties of finishing 2nd. Dixon would claim a top 5, but now coming into 2023, he is 0-12 at Barber Motorsports Park. Today will be his 13th attempt, and Dixon has qualified 5th, again not breaking that trend. Everyone has a weakness, an Achilles heel, and for Scott Dixon, a driver that many look at to be almost immortal in the racing scene, the 6-time champion has found that. He's the all-time great of our era, but until he can do it, we'll always ask the question, can he finally win at Barber?